Hello, this is a Nasdaq futures technical analysis. We've got these pivot points in the green and red, the most recent one being a low on 10th of October at 10,735. That was the low of last year. Since then, we've been more or less in a rally, first gradual, and then picking up some more. And this is a weekly time frame, and you will see that we have started above this broken bull flag, the yellow channel. It dipped below to fake out some bears, trap some bears, and then finished very well at 13,320.25, which is also just above this low over here. And not a lot, but it's still another little hint. The low of this previous week did not even reach the 20 EMA, which is the this black line. And I will take this range of the past 5 weeks, 5 weekly bars, and put a volume profile here, go into a high resolution on the daily time frame. And we will see that, first of all, let's extend this to make it throughout the entire period. Here we go. You will see that the red line, which is the POC, is at the high end of this range, close to the value area high. This means that there's greater interest, the higher value nodes, and the greater interest is in the upper part of that range, which is bullish. And for those that, there are some people that would want to get in later this week. They could be putting buy orders here at 13,181, thinking that it might drop and before going back up. That's one way of joining the ride. So we're looking at a bullish bias for the upcoming week. Does it mean that we won't be also possibly visiting this area? Possibly, we could. But generally, the whole after throwing off the Bears and finishing up very well in the past couple of days, the last 2 weeks, the last 2 days of the week, especially on Friday with the bar closing at the top of the range, making a new high for this range or close to it and closing above. So it's a very bullish close. And it looks to me that soon we will be visiting 13,500, which is about here. And yeah, those that also want to join can also look at this blue line, which is the value area high. We might visit there. That's 13,243 approximately. That's also or also the close of this candle. Okay, so this whole area is a good place to look for to join at your own risk. And when I mean join, this is an orientation, and you will have to look at smaller time frames or other platforms to find a more precise, more precise entry point. Now, as part of this orientation, if we also look at, let's say we catch along around this line and we put our stop below the low of this day of Friday and also below the POC, and going for the 13,500, this is for the swing traders, then we have an attractive almost 2.5 to 1 reward versus risk. Okay, so this is an orientation that they can be looking at. They do have to be patient to fill their entry, to fill in their long, but this is something as an orientation for your consideration to look at. Trade the Nasdaq at your own risk, and do return to Forex Live for additional perspectives.